A bundled up UNCG crowd as the rain has subsided here in Greensboro. That's the reason for the scheduling adjustment with this game. First pitch was at 6 o'clock. They are a little bit chilly, but they are happy to see some softball continuing in the UNCG Invitational. Leading off the third will be Jesse Shipley. Shipley takes just high for ball one against the pitcher Jenna Bradley. Shipley with a leadoff single to start off the bottom of the first for the Spartans. She is 1 for 1 on the day. Out in front is Shipley. I like that barrel on ball. Of course, she has got to square that up in the infield, of course. But having the eye that any batter needs, the first step is barrel on ball, and Shipley is doing it nicely with quality contact today. Shipley with one wave of the wand. She is ready to go. Bradley preps and dishes. Another hard ball just fouled down the third baseline. Timing so important here for Shipley. Shipley still well ahead of the Bradley pitch. Such a damp night, it's no surprise you'll see both Bradley and the starting pitcher for UNCG, Salem Ward, going for the rosin bag pretty regularly in this ball game this evening. Ready to go. Taking just outside is Shipley. The UMass fans don't like that call. You can hear them jeering rather uncomfortably, but instead 2-2 the count. They were hoping for the punch out for Bradley. Instead, we'll do it again. This time a drive into left field. That one will go to the wall. The wheels of Shipley. Shipley had eyes on second base as soon as she saw any chance of that ball making it past Taylor Richardson. She'll stand up with a double. Jessie Shipley led off the first with a single. She leads off the third with a double. That brings up Brooklyn Maxwell. Maxwell with the open stance. She steps in. She's ready to go. She watches the first pitch head straight over the plate for strike one. That open stance for Maxwell allows for her to get a little bit of better vision on the pitch, but also to step into it with some power. Driving it past the third baseman in Bantoya. That's going to drive in the first run of this ball game. Standing up on second with the double is Maxwell as Shipley comes home to score the first of this ball game. Jumping all over that pitch was Brooklyn Maxwell, driving it down the left field line. Eventually it got to the wall. Great start here in the third inning as Jessie Shipley comes around to score. Now Grace Lofton with the runner on second base. That ball chipped to Odyssey Torres. Torres will simply go over to first. She won't get it. Running home, trying to chase home is Brooklyn Maxwell, but she is punched out. Good relay by the first baseman, Grace Cadden, to get it home to Castro. Castro lays down the tag successfully as the sneaky Brooklyn Maxwell was trying to come around. So Maxwell will be out at the plate. Lofton out on the ground out. Or Lofton, scratch that. Lofton safe, beating it out. But the most important runner stopped at home plate in that of Brooklyn Maxwell. Anna White late on a fastball. Can't say enough about the relay from Grace Cadden. If that toss from Cadden at first base is anything but perfect to Lydia Castro, the runner in Brooklyn Maxwell scores. So instead, count it as an out. Lofton stands on first base. Toss from Bradley is in the dirt. Lofton will advance with no issues. Bradley just trying to collect herself. Quite a chain of events over the last several moments. Anna White standing in there, essentially hoping that it would strike her thigh for a hit by pitch, but it only barely missed. Could not have missed by more than a millimeter from striking Anna White on the inside. So instead, surviving that pitch is Jenna Bradley. Anna White remains 2-1 the count. There's the drive from White, splitting third and shortstop. That'll head into left field again. Taylor Richardson fields it successfully. Now runners at the corners for Jordy Chartrand. The bats have come alive for UNCG here in the third inning. A double and then 3 consecutive hits. The only out tallied when the runner attempted to chase to home, punched out by Lydia Castro at home plate. Jordy Chartrand led off the second inning with a double. She'd sure love to put barrel on ball again here with runners at the corners. Chartrand awaits. She takes well outside, ball 1. Some significant pressure on Jenna Bradley, the pitcher, to come through. Bradley, only 5 appearances on the season. Coming in, she had a 7.00 ERA and only 9 innings of action. Pop fly into left center, handled by Whittier. The relay home is not going to work. Count that as a sac fly from Jordy Chartrand. That will bring home the runner, Grace Lofton. Two 2-0 now your score. Good work to drive the ball into the outfield. Not a whole lot Whittier could do. That ball driven far enough such that Lofton had enough time to make it home. The relay cut off by the pitcher. No play at the plate for the second run of the inning for the Spartans. Riley Williams had a sac bunt in the second inning. She's now at the plate, 0-1 the count. Bradley with a little bit of adrenaline, holding that ball just a little too long on the fastball. That ball high, but handled by Castro. Pop fly into center field, shallow. Whittier will collect it for the third out of the inning, but the damage is done. UNCG gets on the scoreboard. We've finished 3 in Greensboro. It's 2-0 Spartans.